Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. Happy to have you with us today. So thank you for your presence. And also thank you for those who will be watching or listening to the replay. And so really excited that Eluv is back on the show. It's been 1 year, last November, when she first joined us. And the experience was really, how to say, really amazing, really powerful. Like whether the guidance and the information that she shared, and also with the light language, the chanting, and the meditation that she guided us through, it was very, very profound. I really loved it. It was a really great experience, and I'm really happy that she's back with us today. And so today's call will be about opening the flow to abundance and clearing pathways for prosperity. So we will be discussing that in the beginning, and afterward, Eluv will guide us on a group process. It will be, again, really powerful, so stay tuned for that. And also after that, we'll have a Q&A, like always. So for that, you can raise your hand on Zoom app by clicking reactions, then raise hand. If you want to talk to Eluv. And also, if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. And you can as well type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And so for those of you who are new to Eluv, she is a healing music artist, intuitive channel, and she facilitates and channels light language and facilitates ancestral clearing. And so with that, Eluv, welcome back to the show. Very happy to have you with us today.
Welcome. Thank you so much, Monsef. Thank you. And I'm really honored to be here and excited to be here sharing this. And yes, I am an intuitive channel, sound healing practitioner. I've been sharing light language for many, many years. And it's just such a blessing and a joy to be able to share with people. And I do incorporate multiple modalities in my work. I'm an ancestral clearing practitioner. I incorporate mantras, qigong. Sometimes I'll do epigenetic personalized health and sound. I work with sound primarily. So that could be in the form of the other person making sound, or I'm transmitting sound through singing bowls or through my voice or through the light language or other instrumentation. And I make recordings that are healing, and also guided meditations for healing and relaxation. So thank you. It's really about opening up the heart and experiencing a joyful heart.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you to you as well. I'm really excited because I really love your work and the energy that you bring, and really excited about the experience today. And so the call is about opening the flow of abundance, and maybe many are having issues with that, like creating more abundance or prosperity. And so for you, like, I would love to know your perspective about how we can create it, and also what can limit us to allow this flow to
Perfect.
to happen.
So abundance consciousness is really rooted in positivity, appreciation, and gratitude. So when we focus on abundance, it's the abundance that we already possess, first of all. And then our energy is able to vibrate and align with this abundance, bringing in that same vibration, that's more of that. So the first step in the process is really gratitude, where we can recognize and are thankful for the good things in our life. And then it shifts the mindset from scarcity to abundance. And then the next step is appreciation. So when we not only recognize the good things, we also understand or appreciate their value and importance. So gratitude comes first, acknowledging with your blessings, and then appreciation follows by understanding how valuable these blessings are, or how valuable you are. So being positive and thankful and valuing the good things can lead to a cycle of growth that just it makes you feel abundant in the moment. So it's not really something that's outside, it's within. And we all have things that we are grateful for or can be grateful for and appreciate. So gratitude is like the broader feeling of thankfulness, while appreciation is more the specific recognition of value and worth. So gratitude comes before appreciation, as it acknowledges what we're thankful for, and then appreciation just deepens that understanding and the admiration for those things. And so out of that, we're able to shift our vibration just by beginning that process of gratitude and appreciation. There was a girl who was living in a small town, Emily, and she was really grateful for her ability. She was a painter, an artist, but she felt discouraged by her financial situation. And this often happens with healers and artists, where they have great skills and yet there's not the financial abundance coming back to qualify them, if you will. So one day there was a local art enthusiast who purchased one of her paintings, and this in itself made Emily really feel grateful at that moment. And as she continued to create the art, she began to appreciate the uniqueness and beauty of her work. So she gained a deeper understanding of its value. And over time, her appreciation for her art, for her skills, led to this recognition, and then financial situation improved. And it shows how gratitude can lead to appreciation. And ultimately, it shifted her vibration, where she was honoring herself in a different way and not looking for it outside, but creating it from inside, from these two principles. Opening the flow, we were talking about opening the flow in the beginning. And that also involves fostering a positive mindset of gratitude and embracing opportunities. And we do that by existing blessings and appreciating existing blessings. So it's focusing on possibilities, letting go of limiting beliefs, and then we start to change our vibration. Some of the abundance blocks could be limiting beliefs, and they're very persuasive, and they can be ingrained in thoughts or beliefs about money and success and one's own worthiness. And this can stem from childhood or past experiences, or how I found with many clients is it's ancestrally carried through. So there's beliefs that money is scarce. Success could be just for a few people, those kinds of thoughts, or it's wrong to desire wealth, for example. So there's a created subconscious resistance to abundance that can hold people back, even from pursuing opportunities or taking risks. Another block could be limiting failure, fear of failure. So the opposite of that would be fear of success. So the fear could be paralyzing someone from making a mistake. They might have had mistakes in the past, and they're cautious about making those mistakes again. So they're not moving past their comfort zone, and it can prevent people from taking action. With the fear of success, success can bring a lot of new opportunities and a lot of change. And so what happens is people become apprehensive about change, or maybe they are not feeling like they're able to handle the demands of the success. And it can lead to a natural kind of resistance for those opportunities. Another very big block is self-worth, lack of self-worth. So when we don't believe that we deserve success or financial abundance or abundance in general, self-sabotage can come into play. And it can manifest in all these different ways, like not asking, excuse me, not asking for higher pay, not pursuing a promotion, or not investing in self-improvement or self-care. So low self-worth can keep people locked in this situation where they feel they are not deserving or undervalued. And subsequently, the abundance doesn't come in because that's not an attractor. It's not a vibrational match. It's the complete opposite. Another thing that often comes up for people, and it can be related to ancestral or in this lifetime, is guilt or shame. Some of this can come from institutions, whether it's schools or churches or other institutions that project different beliefs around money that can lead to feelings of guilt and shame. And these also can create a subconscious block to receiving abundance. When they come through the family lineage or the ancestral line, it can come from the mother or the father. Usually it's one or the other, and it can go many, many generations back, or it can be a couple of generations back. It can be with your immediate family. And this is the case where sometimes people are adopted and they don't know who their family line is. So we see family lineage coming through whether you're adopted or not, right? There's spiritual reasons. So the reasons that I mentioned earlier are more generalized reasons. And then when we look at spiritual reasons, there can be a fear of materialism that has been created from beliefs that emphasize a detachment of material possessions or associating material things with negative traits. So then there becomes a conflict between the desire for abundance and the fear of becoming too attached to materialism. The other spiritual reason that can come through would be a lack of alignment with a soul purpose. So maybe this person's soul purpose is not aligned with the focus on material abundance. And some people are on a journey, a spiritual journey that prioritizes their inner growth, their learning, or service rather than material gains. So then we have an imbalance because we're living in a material world. So there's this big soul purpose, and then there's a difficulty to live and exist and flourish abundantly in the material world as we live in. There could be energetic patterns from past lives or ancestral lineage, as I mentioned earlier. And there could be just simple beliefs around spirituality and money. Some of these tie in all together. And some of the beliefs equate spirituality with poverty, for example, or that financial success is incompatible with a spiritual path. So these thoughts can create a subconscious resistance to abundance. There could be another thing that I find really common with healers, especially, is there's a resistance or an imbalance in energy exchange. So this can be that the person is more comfortable giving rather than receiving. And it could be compliments, assistance, financial compensation. It creates an imbalance of the flow of abundance. And it could be a belief that money is inherently negative, or that one should provide services for free or low cost. And this can also lead to an imbalanced energy exchange. And it can result in difficulties with receiving compensation for one's offerings, for example. I'll just mention one more that sometimes comes up in sessions, and it's an overemphasis on sacrifice. So this overemphasis on sacrifice and giving can lead to neglecting one's own needs. And this can also create a cycle of lack.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with everything you shared, like from the beginning when you talked about the difference between gratitude and appreciation, because it happened to me. I was confusing them before, and also how we can, like that vibration that we hold, how it really can help us to shift the way we create things in our life and bring more flow. And also like the limitations you mentioned, it's like for us how to know, because many times like we feel there is some kind of blockage or some limitations, but we don't know which one. So how can we know which one we are affected by the most?
Well, there's a number of ways that one can get to the answers for that. One of them would be meditation, to go into your own journey. Today, we're going to do a journey where we will receive answers. So when you're setting the intention, you can ask for answers for questions around this that you want more clarity around. One of the ways to begin to shift this imbalance, if it's present, is to clear the blocks. And a lot of times the blocks are hidden, and the limitations that are holding us back from experiencing abundance is not in the conscious mind. It's not known, especially when it comes to ancestral. So having someone to work with to assist is often very powerful, because just that knowledge of what's going on and where it's coming from, it's like in partnership, we can do things that we may not always be able to do on our own. And this is important because sometimes we will go to do things on our own and not be able to solve the problem or get the clarity that we desire. And sometimes it's just because it's hidden, and having an outside source to help can open up a whole wealth of clarity and you can begin to have that focus and move forward, and it opens up the pathway. Another way, which we're going to do today, is by connecting with your wisdom helper. So we have all kinds of guides, angelic guides, animal helpers, wisdom helpers, ancestral helpers, that hold really profound insights to our journey. So these guides, our guides, can assist us with releasing doubts, fears, providing guidance on the path to opening up the flow to abundance and prosperity. And then by receiving this gift from our wisdom holders or our wisdom helpers, we can carry a tangible reminder of the clear pathways to abundance. So this gift that you're going to be receiving today will continue to amplify abundance, and it acts as an anchor for you to tap back into that knowingness that you are abundant in all aspects of your life. And it empowers you with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose and hope and faith.
Yeah, wonderful. I really love your answer. And like also it's a reminder, because many times when we are focusing on what's not working, we forget about the support that is already available to us. So thank you for sharing that. And do you feel it's the right time for the the group process or the meditation?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to say something about what's not
Yes.
working. A lot of times what's not working leads to what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And so this is another aspect of clearing that. There's nothing wrong with us. It's just steps in time and the pathway that we're individually taking in the timing that we're individually taking it. So it's not really about what's wrong with us. It's about keeping that reach into asking questions rather than making a story about ourselves that is negative. So we want to be in this place of curiosity rather than negativity. And it's really important because if on one part we're feeling negative about this, about abundance, what's wrong with me, where's it coming from, the confusion that may arise, it totally counteracts the curiosity and the being in that openness of that moment. So sometimes we have to take a step back. It's good to take a step back and just be in the curiosity and put the negativity aside, especially when we know what that negativity is. If it's a story that's been running for a while, we'll know what it is. So we're going to begin with a journey, a shamanic journey into the middle world. And in shamanic journeying, we have a lower world, an upper world, and a middle world. And in the middle world, it mirrors the physical realm. So it's often seen as the ordinary reality in which we live. It encompasses the both tangible and spiritual aspects of our life. So in the middle world, when we go there during this journey, it includes familiar landscapes. You might see nature that you've been to, or nature might come up, the environment that we interact with daily. It's a place between the physical and the spiritual. And when the shamanic journey, when shamans go to the middle world for various reasons, for healing, divination, connecting with the spirits of the land, the plants, and the animals, it's a place to address concerns, like immediate concerns, and we can seek guidance and bring the energies, the healing energies, back to the physical world. So when I was thinking about this day today in this session, I really wanted to bring something that is an empowerment for everyone, so that not only will I'll be doing some light language to do an integration at the end of the guided meditation, so you'll receive healing through that. And this part with the guided meditation is really you empowering yourselves and being in that beautiful, curious place. So we're going to take a journey to connect with your spirit guide. And the guide is here to offer you wisdom and guidance and support for this journey. And you can trust the process and allow your intuition to guide you. And I'm going to do an invocation in the beginning to bring in the spirits of each 4 elements or 4 quadrants: south, east, south, west, and north. So I'll put the audio on now. Just get comfortable, sitting in a nice, comfy place, undisturbed. I call in the spirits of the south, the power animals, the teachers, the compassionate ones. Please come in and support. I call in the spirits of the west, the power animals, the teachers, the compassionate ones. Please come in and support. I call in the spirits of the south, the power animals, the teachers, the compassionate ones. Please come in and support. I call in the spirits of the north, the power animals, the teachers, the compassionate ones. please come in and support. I call in the spirits of the sky, the spirits of our gardens, the spirits of below, the bright and white blue light. Come in through our crowns today, as above, so below, as within, so without. Between the dragon's wings I stand. And gently place your hands over your heart center and just feel the warmth and the energy between your palms. Feeling your heart beat. And as you feel your heart beat, set your intention to open the flow to abundance and clear any blockages that hinder prosperity, flow, and abundance. In this safe and nurturing place. Closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. And with each breath, let go of any tension. Just relax and feel your body grounding. Visualizing roots extending from your body. Down through your feet to the earth's core. Feel its grounding energy flowing through you. And imagine a sphere of radiant gold light enveloping you and creating a protective cocoon. This light shields you, allowing only flow of positivity to enter. Taking a deep breath, exhale. And this golden light is above you, like a gentle rain shower, flowing in through your crown chakra, through your whole being. And just feel the light soothing and bathing you in its warmth. As it touches you, notice any areas within your body that receive this energy and open to flow and relaxing. You may also see the golden light going to any areas in your body that seek more light. Or that you desire to send light to. With the golden light dissolving and opening up pathways, creating a flow of pure golden light through your whole being. Taking a deep breath in, bringing the breath even deeper and deeper. And imagine yourself standing at the edge of a lush forest. And this forest symbolizes your journey towards prosperity, abundance, and flow. You feel the excitement, you sense the excitement and anticipation growing. And at the edge of the lush forest, you start walking along a path that leads deeper into the forest. And you feel the soft earth beneath your feet and listen to the whispers of the trees around you. As you walk, your connection to the earth strengthens. And as you walk along the path, you see a clearing, and you arrive at this clearing in the forest where a gentle, inviting light emanates. You'll see the light in your own colors, or perhaps it's white. And you step towards the light. From within the light, a figure emerges. This is your compassionate wisdom helper, who holds profound insights and guidance for you on your journey. You have within you a gift to share with your wisdom helper. See the gift, you'll know what the gift is. It's a gift that you are giving your compassionate wisdom helper. And just take a moment to greet your wisdom helper with this heartfelt offering. And speak your intention to open the flow to abundance and clear pathways for abundance and prosperity. As you do this, you find a bond of trust and connection growing between you and your helper as you gaze into each other's eyes with a smile. Invite your wisdom helper to share their name with you, and then give thanks. The first name that enters your mind is the name. After a few moments, your wisdom helper guides you towards a beautiful shimmering pool of aqua blue water at the center of this clearing. The water connects you to your abundance and has the power to infuse your intentions. And with unwavering confidence, you speak your intentions out loud. Charging the intentions that you speak out loud with your heart. When you have spoken your intentions over the water, step into the water. You feel any fears, doubts dissolving into the water. Your wisdom helper is right there to assist you in clearing any remaining blockages. You may immerse yourself in the water and the clearing feels very profound yet gentle. As the clearing process comes to a close and is completed, your wisdom helper presents you with a beautiful gift. This gift symbolizes your renewed connection to abundance and cleared pathways that now lie ahead. With excitement and appreciation and gratitude, you open the gift and you find this gift as a precious object that represents your journey to prosperity. Take a moment to hold the object in your hands and feel the energy resonating with your intentions. Feel the energy flowing through your whole being. You can carry this gift with you as a reminder of the work that you've done and the clear pathway to abundance that stretches before you As you hold this gift, you may also see a message or a symbol or a word or an affirmation from your compassionate wisdom helper to accompany your gift. And you may imprint this on your whole being. And carry this with you moving forward. Take a moment to receive any other messages from your wisdom helper. Insights or guidance. As your interaction with your wisdom helper comes to an end for now, you may wish to express your gratitude and appreciation for their guidance, the clearing, and the gift. Feeling the energy of their wisdom infusing you with a sense of empowerment and clarity, love, beauty, and curiosity. You're now connected to your wisdom helper, your compassionate helper, and the gift given is with you always. Just staying with this for a little while. Inakaya manikika kaya naya nikataye. Minakaya nanakaya itakaya menakaya. Inakai letekea manikekea yatekea nakitetekea manike. Nakatia manikekea naya nikataye takaya. Tikatai indakaya mendikia nakalita takaya manakia naikataya. Manikita taya muna kikikita tea manikia. Tikanaya tikatea manikekea naikitia manikea. Inakali we tekali we ya tekaya naya. Maniketia ainakatia. Tu nakitea maniketea ainikia. Nikataya nikikea manikea niketea naiketea manikia. Nakaliwe. Aniketea manikikea anaya. Nakataya manikikia. Aniketea maniketea. Nakatika panaya. Inakawulandikia manikia. Nakatia nakitea manikitea aitikia. Nakadie kataya takaita ainikia. Katayeka. Tanikia nikitea matikia otikitea manakikea. Nakatia manikika kaya lanakia. Nakataya. Aniketea maniketea aitikia manikia landandikua. Mantekia aitekia. Nakaliwe. Nakaliwe. Hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you, hey you. Manikite anakaliwe nakatuya mandekia Inakaliwe kaya takia manikuta petakaya. Tinkatabaya nikatea manike katua tika le nandakia atike. Minea kaliwe anikitataya monikikiana kitaya ona kaliwe kiana. Tsubishi, 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 Tsubishi. Nakadia manaki kakaya. Nakali we nikita taya kokatia nanakaya minakaya tie. Anikitea manakakea naikitea niya. Inakaliwe anikitataya manakitataya edakaya munakatika. Kanatika taya, takatika taya, takatika taya, itakaya. And just slowly, slowly, slowly coming back into the room. When you're ready, opening your eyes, feeling the feet on the earth, your whole being on the earth, taking a deep breath in, exhaling. And just holding this gift close to your heart, letting the energy serve you, and being a constant reminder of your ability to attract abundance, create abundance. And let this gift be a source to your inspiration and strength. You carry this wisdom within you. You carry the clearing within you. And the gifts as you move forward. May your heart be open like the wind. So it is, Tadastu. And we're
Wonderful.
back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hear an echo. Did you change the setting on Zoom?
Hang on one sec. Do you hear me now?
Yes. And
Better?
I don't hear the echo now. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Wonderful. Yeah, I really love this. Like with both your voice and also the drums, it has it felt really profound. And for me, it feels like, how to say, it was a clearing and also preparation for maybe next step or next phase in my journey. And it felt really profound. And also the message I got was, it's like walking that path with confidence without the need to maybe try to change or accelerate. Like everything is happening on the right time. And yeah, that was beautiful.
I
Thank
love
you.
what you said about not needing to change. That's so profound, because a lot of times when something's not working, we do feel like we need to change, but it comes from this place of not feeling okay and feeling like something's wrong, rather than change for an opening or something curious and positive. So it's a different energy about change, because change can have all these different energies. Like it could have fear attached to it, or it could have openness and embracement and excitement. So thank you for that. Good on you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Linda Shirat, that was so tranquil and beautiful. Many thanks.
Oh.
Many thanks. Joy, wow, thank you so much for the beautiful journey. So healing and magical. Tina, very beautiful. Thanks so much. Dada, amazing activation. When you started the light language, both my palms started to pulse strongly. This was very unusual, and the left one was pulsing stronger. Amazing feeling. Thank you.
Wow. So the left represents receiving. So isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Thank you.
Wonderful. So yeah, we will start taking questions in a couple of minutes. So again, everyone, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom app. We don't have phone callers. So also you can type your questions on the chat box on Zoom and on YouTube. And before that, Eluv, I would love if you can share about the program that you are offering. We have two packages. The first one is light language, your light language for audios, for videos, and also for healing charts. And then package B includes package A plus 60 minutes one-on-one session. And it can be either ancestral clearing or a channeled intuitive guidance session. And the link is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv, ELUV. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live event page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, so Eluv, I would love if you can tell us about this program.
Sure.
Thank you.
So the light language is in 4 different light language sections. So the first one is clearing what's wrong with me. Then there's forgiveness. And then there's you are loved. And then dissolving the root cause. So we spoke a little bit about dissolving what's wrong with me. So if you've ever felt at any point in your life, what's wrong with me, or why can't I fix this or do this, then this light language is designed to clear the frequency out of your energy field. I will say that the light languages are something you want to listen to over and over again. And the light language on forgiveness is such a huge concept or activity, if we want to bring it in that way. This light language is clearing unforgiven situations from people and situations from this lifetime and past lifetimes, lineages on all dimensions. And it really helps to melt away some of the energetic ties that we have to people or situations that have resulted in our either not forgiving them, or them not forgiving us, or us not forgiving ourselves. So whichever way it goes, whether we're not forgiving them, they're not forgiving us, we're not forgiving ourselves, maybe they're not even forgiving themselves. So it's clearing that. And you are loved. This is a component that is always wanting to come through, is more love, more love, more love. It shines a light and dissipates darkness. It shines a light and dissipates all of the things that are out of balance. And so the feeling of truly being loved is often missing because we're looking for love in all the wrong places. So we look at it from an external situation, someone externally validating or actually giving us affection, which we may call love. This is different. This is feeling truly loved with your connection, with your true spiritual connection, your connection with your soul, your connection to spirit. And this connection is coming from within you. So it's a connection to love from source. And it's the type of love which is unconditional. And it's the type of love that we have often for animals, our animal friends, our animal companions. We're able to have unconditional love with them. And yet when it comes to human relationships, a lot of times the triggers come up and it's kind of unconditional, but then not really. So we're in the learning process of being more unconditionally loving towards ourselves first and then towards others. Did I go over everything? Oh, dissolving the root cause. This is really essential for getting to the bottom of it. And this is where I come in and help people unveil or discover some of the root causes that are holding them back. These can be really simple things. They can be incidents that have happened in this lifetime, or, as I've mentioned many times, ancestrally carried. Benefits include kind of shutting down the patterns and recurrences of certain problems. So we're getting to the underlying issues which we've been going through today, because sometimes people will feel like abundance is this thing outside of us, but it actually begins from within. There's also a track that you just listened to, which is my track, Octaves of Light. And this track has the power and the capacity to regulate and tonify the vagus nerve and encourages the relaxation of the nervous system. I didn't know this before I had it analyzed, and it was discovered that the frequencies in this soundtrack lead to the relaxation and the tonification of the vagus nerve. So in truly healing, we really need to settle our heart and our heart energy and really embrace that unconditional love. So this is a track that you can use anytime, whether you're working or whether you want to relax or meditate. And then the sessions are one-on-one sessions. And sometimes I combine intuitive guidance channeled sessions, which means that I'm connecting with your guides, my guides, our helpers, our benevolent, compassionate beings. It can be one of your ancestors that's crossed over. It could be one of your animal companions that's crossed over. And they may be giving guidance for you. They know you really well. And this may come through in a session. You can ask some questions. We can do some ancestral clearing. Light language is offered in either session. So you could split it up or do a bit of, or just one rather. Any questions?
First, thank you so much. Eluv for both the package A, the light languages, and I really love the subjects and also just the description that you gave. It's really powerful about love and forgiveness, and also I believe like knowing and dissolving the root cause of the issue can really help us to move forward in our path, because many times we see just the surface of, or we try to heal the surface but not the root cause. So thank you so much for offering those, and also for being available with through the one-on-one sessions. So very
Pleasure.
grateful to you.
I will
And
say that
yes,
before you continue, when we're looking at dissolving the root cause, so we have many, many layers, and sometimes people will want to kind of get rid of everything and clear everything all at once. And it works in layers. It's like the body can handle this much at this time. So however much the body can handle is what we do in a session, right? But even when we're looking at moving forward, sometimes there's several layers to get through. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you're working with someone, whether it's me or somebody else, know that it's important to have faith and not lose trust in the process. And it is a process, and there's work to be done. And depending on your pathway, there's not one particular answer for everybody. So we go with you and your circumstances and what's going on. And sometimes what a person may come with is actually not the root cause. So they might have a situation that they're coming with that they're concerned about or they want to clear. And then underneath it, we're going to go underneath it. So there's power in going to those layers underneath and just knowing that this is a process. Keep the faith, hold the faith in yourself. Things do get resolved and cleared, and then life happens, and then something else comes up. That's so much of our journey is that. And it's about how we handle it along the way, our resilience and our attitude towards it. And it's important not to make a story about something, because then it ingrains it energetically. So that's where the curiosity comes in, and just being open.
yeah, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Eluv, for mentioning that, and also for the program. And again, everyone, I invite you to visit the page and also to sign up for the package that resonates most with you. And the link again is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv, ELUV. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link is also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes. And yeah, so we have questions. We have more comments about the process you did, like Dima. Amazing. The moment you started talking, I started seeing ideas. Melissa, comforting and familiar. Manisha, thank you, Eluv and Mosef. Thank you for such a beautiful and powerful process. Wow, I saw Lord Shiva and received so many messages.
Oh my goodness.
Joy,
Om Namah Shivaya.
Joy, I think my wise guide was Goddess Athena. The waters were crystal clear, and they told me that the movement of the water depends on me if I allow it. Pink crystal of love energy was my gift and a crown. This is just a short version. Thank you more. And yeah, so we have Violet. Can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, thank you. Thank you for the meditation. And I did feel the vagus nerve calming down, so it definitely helps. Yeah.
Awesome.
So my question is about, I'm right now looking for a job, a new job. And it's a bit tricky because where I don't want to move, and where I'm based right now, um, basically I'm right now making way more than the locals. So there's not so many opportunities that would, match what I'm making right now, let alone exceed it. Um, so I'm staying open because I do know that, even though mentally I cannot, come up with a solution, something that would kind of propel me forward. But I know that there is somewhere some opportunity, right, for me. And so I'm kind of staying open and receptive while I'm doing my research and applying here and there. Do you have anything to share, or whatever that presents for you? I would appreciate it. Any insights? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to speak in my voice first, and then I'm going to channel. So the first thing that came up is your languaging. Your languaging is conflicting. And they're asking you to listen to what you say and write down what you say so that you can see it visually and see how it's not matching. So one of the words used was tricky. The other one was cannot, and then no opportunities. And then you have staying open. And so those two don't match. And the languaging of it is what you're speaking into the universe. So it's not a difficult remedy. It's more recognizing the patterns of languaging that comes up that are opposition to each other. And if they're not recognized, it continues. And so it's like the universe doesn't know what to bring to you. So you want to be very clear. One of the things that universal abundant energy likes is this clarity and singularity in terms of no opposing ideas, right?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And it's true that I do have this belief that, there's nothing around that, I have opportunities. For example, if I were to move to the United States, tons of opportunities, but that's not what I want. So, and I have this belief that, if I stay where I am, there are no opportunities. It's true. That's a belief that I have. Yeah.
Yeah. And spirits, I'm going to channel now. So this is not true. This is not true. This is not true that you don't have opportunities where you are. It's just not seeing it. It's like it's not necessarily something that is clear to you. So then you make a story about that, and then that story becomes imprinted on you. So you've got to change the story that you have around it, because there's nothing in the world that says that that's the truth, right? You are capable of creating whatever you want. The stories have to be aligned. So the stories and the words, you want to work on that as your beginning place. And if we get to work together, we can work on some other stuff to find out, some of the root causes, for example, and clear some of that. Does that help?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
They're also saying that it's putting you in the driver's seat. It's putting you in the driver's seat so that you empower and feel empowered. And as you're doing this shift of getting your words and your stories all aligned, Voila, you're in your power. Like that.
Thank you.
So you are in the driver's seat. They want you to drive forward and not zigzag around.
Yes, thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you, Violet.
Thank you, Violet. And also thank you so much, Eluv. Also, I muted you. So we have a question from Dada. I would love if Eluv could check for me what abundance blocks I have and what would be best way to clear them. Thank you both for this amazing call. Blessings.
Okay, that's a big question.
Thank
What would be the best way to clear them? So that is a big question. It has multiple layers to it. So we're going to look at what the number one thing is so that you can cascade from there. Okay. Okay, so the person's name is Dada. For Dada, what is her number one block to abundance at this present time? Ancestral, ancestral, ancestral. Has this person taken on ancestral information? Yes. Does she have the direct experience with the ancestral information? No. So they're saying that it's coming from ancestral and it's in the lineage a few generations back. Let's see, is it on the masculine or feminine? So it's on the female side. It's coming from the female side. And the best way to clear them, the best way I know is through a process of ancestral clearing. Let me think about this for just 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to do some a silent process for that first layer. And understand a little bit more about the process of where this came from, how it came in. How many generations back? So it came 2 generations back. So that would be great-grandmother's great-grandmother. Okay, so it's nothing that she did wrong. It's the environment and the time that she lived in that was not as prosperous. And let me ask, was it the whole lifetime or just part of the whole lifetime? So the whole lifetime, was it actual or perceived? Actual. So it was a real thing. Dada, can you write in the chat if you know your grandmother?
Also, if it feels easier for you, Dada, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you unmute yourself so we can go back and forth?
Okay. Yes, she was poor and healer, very strong one too.
Yeah. So remember at the very beginning, we were talking about this connection with healers and not being able to receive or not feeling like they could ask for money or whatever the situation was. So when I was asking, was this a real thing or a perceived thing, something in the subconscious that she carried? But it was a real thing. So thank you for communicating that. Yeah, get on the line if you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Eluv. Can you hear me fine?
Yes. Thank you, Dada.
This is amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, my great-grandmother the family was poor.
Oh,
And they worked very, very hard. And those days, I mean, they were saving and I actually knew her as a child. And I also learned she was a very strong healer. Not as a healer per se, knowingly, but her presence was healing people.
yes.
And that's amazing. You pinpoint exactly her because she was a very hardworking woman and very, very loving too. Just amazing energy. I remember her as a child. Later on, I learned she was my protector as well, which was absolutely amazing. And I'm very sad in the way that she was the one who suffered this abundance and it carried over in some way.
So I'm seeing bread, like dried bread.
Yes, yes.
I'm getting chills right now. When you spoke about her in terms of her presence was healing, I want to just say something about that, because we are all healers. We're all healers in our own right. And the presence of someone can be so powerfully healing. And to be activated in that gift, where she's activated in that lifetime, and be so where there's a lack of abundance, is such a mismatch, right?
Yeah.
So there's things that she would have grown up with, not only the circumstances of the life that she lived or the time that she lived, but also what she believed. Because maybe in these days, having that gift, she would be charging for it and then allowing herself to live, accordingly.
Yeah.
So in terms of you, did you have any other questions? Because it's not for you as you know it. Sometimes what happens is when you find it out, it kind of releases that energy. It's like, oh, it's not mine. I don't have to take it on. So do you feel like that now?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what is being suggested for you is to send forgiveness to your ancestor, this grandmother, around that. And she's saying not to feel sorry for her, because she chose the time to live in and the circumstances. She chose that. So she doesn't want you to feel sorry for her. She wants you to go into forgiveness for the whole situation, excuse me, in terms of just releasing it and knowing that it's not yours to take on, and that you have a choice, a choice. So they're saying you have a choice.
That's beautiful.
And your choice is different from what was available to her then.
Yes, yes, I understand. I also understand that she's around.
Yes, she's guiding you. She's guiding you, and she's helping you with your own healing capacity.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Eluv. This is beautiful. First time I'm seeing you, and this is absolutely, I'm floored. With the energy you project, your light language, your whole being. It's just so beautiful to feel. This is amazing. Thank you, and thank you, Monse, both of you. Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, Dada. Beautiful. Yeah, and also thank you so much, Ila. Yeah, that was very heartfelt sharing. So thank you. And let's see. Yeah,
who's next?
So can we add maybe a couple of minutes? We
Yeah,
have
of
2 minutes
course.
left. Okay. So Joshua, can you please unmute yourself?
Joshua.
Aloha.
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 Aloha. Hi. My question, I've been moving through some financial challenges and also doing some ancestral clearings. And I'm just curious if on my dad's side, if I've cleared the ancestral financial challenges and if I release the contracts because I was tied to those unconsciously. And I've done a lot of love to clear those and give them back to them. And I'm curious where I'm at with those because I'm ready to move forward and be financially supportive. I'm also an artist and healer. So,
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 9, 9. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you're at a 9. So you're almost through that part. You're 99% there. They're saying that one of the missing pieces is you and your confidence in yourself and your self-love. You care so much about others. Sometimes it is outside. It's like you send that outside. So they're wanting you to receive it. Can you come back online? Unmute.
Yes.
Yeah, they're wanting you to
Yeah, I'm here.
feel more of that. How does that resonate with you?
It does. I'm curious of how I can collaborate with them to assist me in that.
Ask her.
Or what I
So they're saying to
because I've been asking and I'm like asking and I guess I'm just ready to see the proof in front of me.
that
I've
is
been
a problem.
asking and yeah.
Okay, so that's a problem. What it means is that becomes conditional. It's like if you're giving me, if it's really working, let me see it. Right? And so what happens is when you don't see it, then you lose. It's like the bottom falls out of it again and you're kind of back to square one.
Yeah.
So you want to detach from the outcome and focus more on love within and then without. And know that everything has timing. So something may show up at a different point in time that is related to what you've asked for. And because it hasn't happened in the way that you want it to, or think it should, or maybe imagine it, and it happens in some completely random way that you may not make the connection. It could be so far out in the future. It could be left field or right field. They want you to detach from that and go into your own trust, to develop self-trust, not based on external situation. It's a different way of looking at things and it's a different way of working. And it's making a declaration that I have trust no matter what I see or don't see. How's that sitting?
Thank you. Processing it.
Okay. And they're saying there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's a piece of that there. So listening to that light language would be really helpful for you. And just there's a sense of you coming into the next level of your confidence within yourself, your abilities to create.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've got it going on. And I think dropping that attachment to the outcome will really give you a sense of relief in a way, even though it seems like that may not be the case. It's carrying a lot on your shoulders. You don't have to carry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. And also thank you, Eluv. Yeah, great question. And I think it's something that's many relate to that. And we feel like the relief when you were sharing with Joshua. So thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Who's next?
All right. So let's take another question. I don't see on the chat. So we have Manisha. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Thank you, Montse. Thank you so much, Eluv, for this amazing process that you did. And today's Thursday. And also I always chant Om Namah Shivaya. So how wonderful that, yes, he came. And I saw him immediately when I was visualizing. So it's much before you sort of said, you were asking the name. So my question is similar to perhaps Violet, etc. I think Dada as well. I'd love to know what the number one block is for me to receive abundance in all areas of my life, please. Is it divine timing? Is it ancestral? Is it me, myself?
Manisha, what is the number one blockage for her receiving? Underestimating yourself.
Wow.
There's this once again, it's a mismatch. It's like a mismatch of the way that you see yourself and the way that you truly are, your true soul, your true self. And whenever we have that, there's not a connection. Let me put it this way. It interferes with our connection to source. And it colors the way that we do things, that we make choices, that the way that we think. So there's this energy of underestimating yourself. It's coming from when you were a little girl and you weren't acknowledged in the way that you needed and wanted to be acknowledged. Was there a father figure or a male figure that gave you that feeling?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and I have a sister who's younger than I am, so always the best thing went to her. Best boy, etc. And eventually, to resolve this, everything was bought too. But definitely when I was growing up, I did feel that when I was 4 or 5 years old, I can't remember.
Yeah, they're saying that you carried this unconsciously and unknowingly. It wasn't something that you chose per se, and that you may have even thought of as you were going out of that period of time and as you gained your adulthood. But it was set in your vibrational energy system.
No,
and it wasn't true, but it made you feel that way very often. So the way to work through that would be go through a forgiveness for your sister and your father, and then forgiving yourself for unknowingly taking it on. And that would be the first steps. And in the ancestral clearing sessions, we do that together. We go through the many layers of that.
Thank you so much. Yes, I think it's truly embedded. I'm just going to take 1 minute of your time. Is that when talking about my sister, there's a lot of pain and hatred inside me because, not from me, but she was always very jealous to the extent that when I was very ill, 2, 3 years old, if I had fever, the thermometer had to go into her mouth, although there's nothing wrong with her. So to sum it up, this is the energy that I'm carrying, which is very strong. Thank you so much.
So that's why your sister came up in the
Yes.
configuration of that forgiveness.
Yes, and throughout my life, everything I had, she wanted it and wants it. Yeah.
And isn't it interesting in the dynamic that even though she was getting things first, or
Yes.
kind of favorited, that she's the one that ended up feeling jealous. So there's interesting dynamics, and there's work to be done around that, can be worked with and cleared to kind of give you that freedom and a feeling of a settled heart around it.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much, because my heart does feel very heavy, and you really picked on it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Moncef.
Thank you, Manisha. Much love. Yeah, also thank you so much, Eluv. Very grateful to you. And yeah, so thank you so much for, I think, you're still here. So thank you so much for everything you shared with us, for the guidance and support you brought to our audience today. Very grateful to you for that, for the process. It was really amazing. And yeah, also the information you shared in the beginning and the guidance, that was powerful. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and whoever's going to be listening to the replay. Thank you. Thank
Wonderful.
you. Thank you. Much love. Many, many blessings.
Yeah. Thank you. And also thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us today. Thank you for your presence, sharing with us this space and time. And thank you for those who asked their questions. Thank you for the great comments. And again, I invite you to visit the page with the program that's Eluv put together for us, and then sign up for the package that resonates more with you. And the link again is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv. yourdivineuniqueness.com/Eluv, ELUV. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live event page, later on the replay page. Also, the link is on YouTube video description and the chat boxes. Dada, amazing. Thank you both. Blessings. Joshua, grateful. Melissa, thank you. And yeah, so thank you, everyone. I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.